one of these two pitchers with an ERA of a lot is going to earn their first win today. Maybe. Not a guarantee. Reese Olson's better than that. We know that. I'm not really sure if Jonathan Cannon is. Gotta imagine he's better than a 16. But we're going to hope to get Reese going. No doubt about that. Second trip through the rotation has been okay. Jack Flaherty had a really weird game yesterday. A lot of weak contact shit from the White Sox allowed him to stay in the game much longer than I expected them to. So we'll see if Reese can kind of hold this White Sox lineup down a little bit, which is a crazy thing to say, especially given that we got the Yankees in the early stage of next week. Dodgers and Yankees at the very start of the year. Doesn't bode well for our record as we try and dig ourselves out of a rough start.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. And on the hill, Reese Olson. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the...
So similarly to Tarek Skubal, Reese Olson, we kind of let down there in that first start. Definitely left him in way longer than we needed to in a game that was already out of hand. Reese Olson makes his home debut here in 2025. And the White Sox, who through the first 4 or 5 innings in yesterday's game were an absolute menace. Most of their hits came off Jack Flaherty. A little bit of a glare here to start the day at Comerica Park, which is not the greatest thing to see. Change up on the ground. Trey Sweeney does not charge it. That is the first out. Take a look at the White Sox order here for Game 2. Looks unchanged from Game 1. And why would you? They put up a decent number of runs. 10 hits, I want to say, in the game yesterday. Send that same lineup right back out there. Austin Slater had a day. We couldn't stop this man. Fastball will miss from Reese. And 2-0.
Get him to chase on a slider.
Couple pitches down and away.
Bases empty.
And he chased the fastball up above the zone. Well, we catch a little bit of a break there. 2-1. And on the ground, Sweeney with a dive. He keeps it in front of him. But that will be the first White Sox hit of the day as Austin Slater does it again.
So a man aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tauchman.
We got an important out here. Michael Tauchman. And in the air to center field. That'll be easy.
In the air out to center.
Riley Green underneath that. And now Luis Robert, who also had one hell of a game yesterday, did his best. Robert and Slater really had a day. Robert with a home run, his first of the year in yesterday's game. First pitch is fouled away. The fact that we got that runner still on first base and now 2 away for Robert, that's big. Sinker just misses lowest. Still can't throw that pitch to save my life. Ooh, wow, he took that. Big surprise there on that. You have a curveball with Reese Olson. We're going to try and throw it here. And Robert doesn't bite. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good change up, but a good job to protect from Robert. Couple of mistake pitches, though, gotta say. Oh, he did not go around.
Just got to stay focused on the pitch.
Here, we get a check on that? He did not. Good call.
The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap.
I think it's a slider again. I'd much rather just put him on first base than have him hit a big home run. On the ground, Colt Keith. Awkward play. But he will make the throw to first. Well, Slater does it to us again, but no damage done by the White Sox in the first. It's in the same lineup. Back out for the second straight day.
Back at Comerica Park.
So we will see Jonathan Cannon a day later. And the Tigers did IRL. He started the home opener for the White Sox. Got touched up a bit. Very similar to what happened to him here in franchise. And here we have a bat for us that ever since his call-up, not even a week ago, has just been a difference maker for us, Justin Henry Malloy. Wow, we went around.
Strike one.
Tied up a little bit there on that sinker. Was hoping it was the cutter. Wanted to just get out in front on it. And Malloy.
Right side,
two sinkers, and we pop one up. That one up and in. It's a nasty pitch, an unfortunate result, and maybe I shouldn't have said anything about J-Head. So I said that it's the same lineup we sent out yesterday. That is true, except for the number 7 spot, which you can see behind my camera. Jake Rogers back in the order today with 105 batting average.
Some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
And up next for Detroit, Kerry Carpenter.
Well. What a last couple games for Kerry Carpenter. Was hitless on the season heading into the finale against the Seattle Mariners. Hit a home run, tacked on a single there. And then here in the home opener, 4 for 4 with 3 home runs.
Inside.
And all of a sudden, his average that 3 days ago was 0 is up to 286. I wanted it, just couldn't pull the trigger on it. A little bit too far inside for my liking this early on. That'll miss inside as well. Changeup. Almost got Carpenter's back foot. Does have a cutter he could try and backdoor us with. Ooh, didn't get it.
And the count is 3-1.
Right on the inside edge. Carpenter takes it for ball 3. 3-1. Oh,
ball.
Nasty sinker down and away. Perfect pitch. Everything had been on the inner third or inside on Carp. Down the line and foul. Went back to the sinker. Threw it a little bit harder that time. Carpenter barreled it up. That thing was in the same damn spot. Could be set up for a change-up there. Fastball.
It's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That's a surprise to me. 3-2 again. Oh!
Struck him out.
Best break we saw on that sinker. Got Carpenter to chase low, and there are 2 away. Carpenter retired for the first time in the series.
There's a strike.
Well, he's got that sinker going against these left-handers. Down and away. It's just perfect. What are you going to do with that?
Not close. And that's ball 1.
He could aim there the entire game and probably shut us out. And back up the middle. Late reaction. Sliding play by Montgomery. And they say Green is out on a close play.
Tigers are shut down
at first base. 1, 2, 3 goes Detroit. Reese Olson back out.
Top of the second, but intending to start it.
Left fielder, number 23.
Disgusting play by a guy that's made disgusting plays.
To work.
Not even halfway through this series.
Olson, in his second season, he features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve.
Yesterday with Flaherty, we had success with the backdoor slider. And we do here again. Chopper right to cold keep. Benintendi not quick.
Balance throw in time.
One away.
One up, one down.
batting sixth, the first baseman, number 25.
It's nice not to face
Andrew
these super teams
Andrew Vaughn now.
that we did with the LA Dodgers. They were just going to be on everything. As here's Andrew Vaughn. Drove it a run yesterday.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting.
And that's
the first
very
pitch.
similar
Smart
to
avoid
Jack
the zone right
Flaherty's
there.
fastball location. Hooked a lot of them
One down,
away.
base is empty.
Swing and a miss.
Swings and
Nasty
misses.
swing.
And the count is 1-1.
Well,
We're
there's a
still
certain point where you have to
rocking the
commit to
torque
what
train.
you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider
Oh, boy.
with just terrific bite.
Kind
at
of
the
jammed him up.
That one
Fouled it
down the
off.
line, and it goes just foul.
1-2 on Vaughn. Swing and a
Swing
miss.
Struck him out.
Reese
Chased
got
the
him.
fastball up the ladder for
Got a
strike
couple
three.
of swings and misses early in this game
Top of the strike zone.
on
You're seeing more
fastballs
fastballs in that
above the
location.
strike
Hitters,
zone or
especially
right
with
around
2 strikes, have to be ready
the
to
top
pull
of the
trigger.
zone. Two-way Lenine Sosa.
And here is Sosa to the plate.
Slider.
He swings and
Fouled off.
fouls one off. 2 outs. Top of the
Good
zone for a
fastball
called
from
strike.
Reese Olson.
Second inning here, no score.
And the 0-2.
Foul ball, it stays.
Wanted
0-2.
back-to-back strikeouts. That's for damn sure. Didn't get it.
Just
Tried to get him to
misses with
chase.
that one.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just
good.
missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Fouled it off again. Another good fastball from Reese Olson. Really well-pitched AB here thus far. Oh,
And
my
that's
God.
downstairs and outside.
Really good slider.
Sosa
He's up
with a
there
battle.
just
2-2.
hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Got a piece again. First time we've really seen somebody just foul off a bunch.
2 down, nobody on.
Change up. It's
Spoils that
fouled
one, and it
away
remains
again.
2-2.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two
I can't
are
waste a
head-to-head.
pitch. I don't want it
You
to be
can see the
3-2.
crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch.
Curveball.
even though there
That's
hasn't been a
fouled
ball in
off.
play yet.
Grinding
Jesus
AB
Christ. Is this
right here.
Lenine
About
Sosa
to
or
see pitch
Steven
number
Kwan?
10.
Good fastball,
And
strike
that's a
3.
strikeout. 1, 2, 3
Had to
for the White
work
Sox.
for it.
We'll go to the bottom of the second.
We
No
finally
score.
don't get a swing from Lenine Sosa, Reese Olson, back-to-back Ks.
Bottom of the
Leading
second.
up
Now here's
for
the
the
Tigers
Tigers,
cleanup hitter,
the first
Spencer
baseman,
Torkelson.
So we'll see Tork.
Torkelson.
Really, all of his damage, all of his production has primarily been against the Dodgers.
That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Didn't really see that sweeper much in the first inning. 0-1 on Tork. There it is
That
again.
ball went with the sweeper.
Got a hitter right now that's struggling. Start with that breaking stuff. Good call. Ah,
And
wow.
the sweeper misses.
Well, he's committed to it. I guess we can give him that. Last 2 of them haven't really come within almost a foot of the zone.
Outside
3-1 on
low.
Tork.
3-1 now.
3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher,
keep
but
due
then
up
no
next.
panic at all by the hitter. Very patient,
Wind yet
showing
again
good
blowing in
discipline.
from right,
Now
and
he's
it's
in the driver's
pretty
seat with a 3-1
strong
count.
in from right today. And a line drive down the left field line. Tork hooks
Gets into
it
the corner, but
foul.
it's foul.
Sweeper that missed up and in, pulled the trigger a little early, and a full count. Fouled
Fouled off
away.
again, and it remains 3-2.
That sinker just has no velo. At least he's not throwing it with any. He can throw it a little faster. It's got a good fastball, too. Can reach 97. Just not seeing it. Fouled it away again. That sinker low is going to be a problem here today, I think. None of these Tigers yet have really been able to barrel it up.
And the right-hander deals.
That'll be a
walked him.
ball
And that's how
4.
they get their first base runner of the game.
Well, that's a nice
Tigers'
job of
first
grinding
base
out
runner
that
is a
at-bat.
leadoff
Saw a lot
walk
of
to
pitches
Torkelson.
and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So
We'll see Colt Keith here with nobody out. Couple of home runs already on the year. Ooh.
Fastball for a strike.
That's the first time I've seen, obviously, with our first base runner on as of right now. First time we've seen Jonathan Cannon out of the stretch. That is a quick delivery. And a left and foul.
And foul ball.
Chased one just a little bit there. Sinker that tailed away from us again. 0-2 on Colt.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with two
Colt
strikes.
Keith up in the zone, not where Cannon has lived to start this day. And a ground ball, base hit, right field. Hanging sweeper to Colt Keith. Tigers with 2 on.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. Runner in scoring position now, and
Good stuff.
Good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball.
Another left-hander, a struggling left-hander though in Zach McKinstry.
Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers.
Ooh, ball 1.
Yeah, that's ball 1.
Not many questionable calls from behind home plate here yet today. Very early on. Ooh. Pulled the string on that changeup. I thought we got a sinker. Down low.
And that's in the dirt.
Good spot for the hitter.
The Tiger
Definitely
ahead
has
in the
advantage
count.
In this count with runners on, look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That'll miss.
One misses, and that's ball 3.
Watch out.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Jake Rogers on deck. And that's a walk.
Loaded up.
Oh, that sets up a
2
really
walks
big
in the
at-bat this
inning
game.
for
These are
Jonathan
the moments
Cannon.
when everyone in the stadium gets
Time
really
for
locked in.
Rake Rogers to live up to his name.
Jake Rogers. Golden opportunity right here.
Ball
First pitch
1.
doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Cannon already having only recorded 3 outs at 31 pitches.
That
Whoa.
one misses. That's 5 straight.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count.
Oh,
bases
man.
loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball
He had
count
that.
and then walk in or run. He's got
2-0.
to challenge the hitter
We'll
right
take
here.
that as a gift. We don't need to do anything stupid here. That's low. It's a 3-0 count.
When you need a ball, perhaps on the
Nowhere to
ground,
put
get a
Rogers.
play or Get yourself a pop-up, something, but you got to
We're
make some
taking
pitches.
3-0. He can't throw
But
a
if he
strike.
can battle and get through this,
Finally did.
He can earn some points.
Now he's got to make another good pitch here in the 3-1. That's ball 4. Third walk of the inning for Jonathan Cannon, and the Tigers are on the board. An RBI walk for Jake Rogers. Tigers still with a chance to do something big this inning.
And now, Trey Sweeney.
And Sweeney
Lined
right
into
field. It is caught.
Here, puts it away from
Just
the
hung up
And
there
there's
long
one.
enough. No tag as it was pretty shallow.
Batting ninth, the third baseman.
Michael
Javier.
Talkman came
now it's
in, made
5.
that
Oh, yeah.
play. 1 away here in the second. Ball to Baez.
Is not close.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Down
And now
low
2-0.
2-0.
He's been raking in recent games.
429
and
average
reason
to start the
why,
season for
getting ahead in
Javi.
counts. He's been able to do that
They'd
consistently.
rather face
and you see
Malloy.
the results.
I mean, you can't walk Baez. You've already walked home 1 run this inning. Down low 3-0.
Situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
I think once again, taking 2 straight, not a bad idea.
Next
Does
offering
get that
is in
first
for a
strike. Be ready to swing here on the
third,
3-1.
McKinstry on second. Rogers at first.
Gonna
One
probably
ball.
look to try and pull something here with Javi. Up high ball for the 4th walk of the inning.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there.
Tigers have walked home 2 runs here.
This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Still only 1 away, and here's Malloy.
Justin Henry Malloy up now for the Tigers.
Man, 1 big hit. We're
His first
feeling
time.
really good. Oh, just out in front. Did not miss that by much. Oh, good take. Really good take on the cutter. Inside.
That's a good pitch there.
44 pitches now for Cannon.
Just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat.
Oh, sinker down and away.
And there's the strike.
He's moving it around on us a good bit. Couple of sinkers in for strikes. And this is a big moment for Jonathan Cannon. And that one into left field. Justin Henry Malloy! That one's up against the wall and over the wall.
That's an automatic double.
Automatic double for Malloy.
That ball exploded off his bat.
And it is 4-0 Tigers here.
It bounced over the fence, and it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Manager out of the dugout.
Jonathan Cannon
will
not see it through the second.
Won't go any further, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third. So looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Pitching for the
Now
Oh my.
Jake Eater.
Bringing in the lefty with
Well,
a
bring on
left-handed
Jake
hitter
Eater.
coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right
Oh,
here.
they brought on a
We'll see
lefty
how
to
it
face
works out.
Carpenter.
Now the left fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
Carp
He's
got a
on
hit
for
off a
one.
lefty yesterday. Ground
Out
ball.
to short,
That'll get
Montgomery.
another run home.
Slinging it to first in
Carp
time.
does go 0 for 2, but another run comes home. A 5-run
next,
inning for
Riley
Detroit,
Green.
and here is Riley
Rounded
Green.
out his first time. Swing and a miss.
Tried to
And
go
that's
after
strike
it,
one.
just
Well, he
missed.
just threw that fastball by him, elevated.
What a
and if you're not
disastrous
looking
inning
up
for the
in
White
that
Sox.
location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Riley Green,
That one blasted
right field. He has hit it well. Back at the wall and into the glove of Talkman. That ball died.
9 batters
Up
hit
there
the
in the
5
wind.
come around to score. We played
for
2
Riley
full.
Green.
It's the
Tigers have 5
and the
runs
White
on
Sox
2
nothing.
hits, 4 walks in that inning.
Back here in Detroit, here's the shortstop.
So Reese Olson all of a sudden gifted a 5-run lead.
And immediately
What a
pumps in
difference
strike to the left-handed
from his
hitter.
last start. Tigers didn't do much of anything against LA. Changeup will just miss. Montgomery batting 143.
Swing and a
Fastball,
miss,
chased
and
it.
that's strike 2.
Missed our spot just a little bit. Changeup,
Fouls
foul.
it back with 2 strikes.
1-2 again. Ah.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Confidence there with Reese for one pitch. He's got it, and the flip on to first base for out number 1.
In the third.
I was really worried that was going to get over the head of Reese Olson because the second it does, there's not really much of a chance. Here is Matt Theis.
And he pumps it a strike.
Reese Olson not striking out a ton, but he's really got his pitches working. It's going to be trouble for Colt Keith, not going to get there.
Sneaks through, base hit. So they get
It's
him
kind
on
of the
board with
story
a
of the White
single.
Sox offense this series. Not a ton hit hard
Here's
outside
Josh
of the
Rojas. 0 for 1 so
superstars. Fastball,
Here's a
shallow
high fly
center.
ball out to center.
for Riley Green.
Settles under it. He's got it, and there's 2
2 away. Just don't let 2 more White Sox on. Let this inning
So, man aboard,
get extended
and
to
next is the
Robert.
designated
Problem
hitter,
for that. It is Austin Slater.
Strike 1.
Slater, who has just absolutely owned us this series. Fouled
Next
away.
offering is fouled back.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball.
Curveball,
elevated.
foul.
Just having a hard time catching up.
Oof. And the 0-2 again. Check swing. Did not go.
First, he did not go around.
Austin Slater checks up again. Change up. He's fouled that off.
Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Slider. Got him.
Strikeout
for Reese Olson, his third.
Still looking at that
White Sox strand a
5-0
runner
deficit.
on base. This hit column is just disgusting, but I mean, doing what we can right now.
And welcome back to the
Leading up
ballpark.
for the
And
Tigers,
here's the first
the
baseman.
first baseman.
You got to feel for
Torkelson.
Jonathan Cannon a little bit.
Torkelson.
His ERA was over 16 coming into this after allowing 5 runs in less than 2 innings. Not going to get much better. Ah, it's a
And
dumb
first
pitch to
offering is
swing on.
fouled off.
Well, these Tigers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting
Tork
a chance
with a
to see him
walk
go
that
to work.
started all the
Jumped over
damage.
the starter and knocked him out of the game early.
Back in the
Just
second.
was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the
Ooh,
hook.
And
thought that was
swing
coming in.
miss.
I mean, when you're chasing
It's
the
kinda
opposing
plateaued
starter in
up
the
there.
first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the
unfortunate
game,
couple of
and
swings
it puts
here
the other
for
team
Torkelson.
back on their heels, and it instills a lot of
Ball on.
confidence in your
One ball,
lineup from
two
top
strike.
to bottom.
Gonna see something that's gonna come over the middle of the plate. I don't think he's gonna try and bury a cutter inside on us.
1-2 now.
And
Foul ball left side.
Tork
He'll see another.
skies one foul. Threw a fairly good changeup, or a curveball rather. Didn't locate it super great. Fouled away. Good job trying to blow one past us. Just couldn't do it.
Got
Weak.
it. Rusty Valentine rings him up.
Now that
Here's the second baseman.
We just struck out on a pitch that
Singleton
hit
scored his first time.
Spencer Torkelson. First time we've done that this year.
Pitch misses there.
Dude, that
And
cutter
that is ball
moved
one.
from the
He's
outside
hitting
part of the
ball
plate
other
to the
way, and that
inside.
pitch did a good job
And
to
then some.
straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Cole
Rips
Keith,
one to
right
right.
field. Diving play for Tuckman. He can't get it.
Around first.
Cole
Digging for
Keith
two.
digging for second. Not in time.
Couple of hits
One
in a
out
row
double,
for him
Colt
here.
Keith.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Man, just right off the glove of Tuckman.
Zach McKinstry.
Here's
Up now for the
McKinstry.
Tigers.
Obviously not a good matchup here. We've got Zach in the outfield today, so not a prime spot for us to try and put in a guy like Andy Ibanez.
Down and away for
Change
ball
up will
one.
miss. Not thinking about that this early in the game either. Offense already is doing fairly well.
And
McKinstry
it's fouled
fouled
away.
away, 1-1.
Keith leads off second. with
McKinstry
a run
over
gone
in his
inning.
last game with a strikeout. Gonna walk in our last inning. And into center, weak contact. That one gets down, and Zach McKinstry will drive in a run. 6-0.
It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. One down.
Here's Jake Rogers.
Up now for the Tigers.
Drew a walk his last time, his first time, I guess.
Just
Inside
off
ball
the
one.
Inside edge.
I mean, obviously, we're still looking to explode here, but man, oh man.
There's a swing and a
Oh,
miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Man at first, one away.
he's got that fastball at 96, just threw that cutter at 86. In the dirt, good block.
In the dirt, but kept close.
Not in a good spot. Probably just going to foul that one away. 2-2. Check swing. That one did get away, but up the third baseline will keep McKinstry where he is. And another full counter, at least another 3-ball count on Jake Rogers. Oh!
Foul. We'll see another payoff.
That
pitch.
cutter being so much slower than the fastball, just killing us right there. That saw that leaking over the plate, looked to jump on it, and well, foul. Fouled away by Rogers again.
Stays alive.
Only in the bottom of the third inning here in this one. 6-0 Detroit. Can't get Rogers out. Pulled out in front of a cutter by a lot yet again. Swing and a miss.
That's a strikeout.
Well located fastball after a couple of
Digging in.
cutters over the middle of the plate. Not much we could have done timing-wise. 2 away for Trey Sweeney. Fouled it away, changed up down and in. Already seen what kind of weapon that cutter is.
The shortstop takes the ball.
And especially against these lefties, it really could be a weapon. 25 pitches already for Jake Eater. 2-1 on Sweeney. 0 for 1. Thought he had an RBI hit in his first at-bat of the game. Good running play, Michael Tuchman. Ooh, flinched at it, but 3-1. Javier Baez due up next. And that's a walk. I want to say the 5th Tigers walk of the day.
Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Javier.
The batter now, Javier Baez. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through.
Another one of those walks, Javier Baez.
Talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch
up to the plate here.
exists, but you look at the numbers.
Good matchup here.
Always seems to deliver in those spots.
And into center.
And the first pitch is
fairly
drilled
weak
in the air out
contact
to
right at
center.
Luis Robert.
Squeezes
And that
it,
will end the inning.
and
The
that is
Tigers
that.
add on another run.
2 men left stranded, but they
On a
do
Zach
push across
McKinstry
one.
RBI of
3
all
innings complete.
things.
Tigers 6.
6
and the White
runs
Sox
on
nothing.
4 hits. We have more walks than we have hits.
And we're back.
Leading
Here's
off
Mike
for the White
Tuchman.
Sox.
So 2, 3, 4 due up for the White Sox. If they're going to try and claw their way back here, this is a big
I
inning.
think it's the
Oh, man.
ability to assess the situation.
First game
understanding
where
what
we
the
can
pitcher
safely
has,
say
what
we're
he's
getting the
trying to get
calls here
people
today.
out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
That
Change
one
up in
finds
there.
the zone. No balls, 2 strikes.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because
Ball
pitchers are
just
going to
missed it.
adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why
Nowhere
he's so
near
successful
where we
in these
wanted it.
situations.
Slider got him.
Struck him out.
Strikeout number
He's
4,
got
Reese
4
Olson.
strikeouts now.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track.
Bases
Good
clear
pitch
for
the
Luis
strikeout.
Robert. That's preferred.
Robert stands in now and watches strike 1.
Slider
Swing
down
and
the
a foul,
line
pushed
from
off to
Robert.
the right, and that will get out of
Fouled
play.
away.
When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and
Field
sort of
two.
what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses?
Curveball, swing and a miss, and Olson gets Robert too.
Guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that.
Back-to-back
this is a
strikeouts
big
again.
payout
Reese
if I
has
can
his
come through with a
5th.
knock here. But I think
And
when
here's
you
Benintendi.
really look at the numbers, you really audit
Fouled
everything.
off.
Guys kind of are
Very
who they
similar
are.
start to his first debut. Change up.
That one is in for a
Wow.
strike.
Told you, we're getting them today.
Set down on strike.
Reese Olson strikes out the side. And that is a defeated look from Andrew Benintendi.
That's electric stuff.
First
out there on the
Talkman,
mound.
then Robert of all people. And and then Benintendi. All Tigers right now.
Back in Comerica.
Top of the order. Due up for the Tigers here in the fourth. Big matchup advantage here for Malloy against Eater.
And that one
Just
upstairs, ball one.
This game is so different if some of those calls that we have gotten on the mound go in the White Sox favor.
And that drops in for a strike.
At least while they're on the mound. But it's been that inside part of the plate where we have gotten those calls. In the air and fouled again. There's that slow cutter, and I just want to jump all over it, man. That's the problem. Could be set up for a curve here. Or a cutter. Line drive right to Robert. And Boy continues to hit the ball hard. But that is the first out. As Jake Eater is come on and really limited the damage, stopped the bleeding for the most part. Carpenter first pitch swinging. There's not really a point in having a good long at bat with Carpenter against the lefty. There just isn't.
And now the center fielder, Riley Green.
Carpenter got one at bat off of the starter here today. Inside on Riley.
And it's 1-0.
Tyler Gilbert warming up in the pen.
Tyler Gilbert, the young lefty,
signaling the end is near for Jake Eater. Down low 2-0 on Green.
Now 2-0. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
3-0.
Missed.
That's the ball. 3-0.
Looking like they want to deal with Tork instead. Well, comes after us.
3-1.
Maybe he was just trying to go fishing, just missed. 3-1, we'll see. Ground ball, first base side. Riley Green will ground out.
To the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing
Jake Eater came on, mostly did his job. He allowed a run, but
the White Sox,
I
nothing.
mean, think about how bad this game if Jonathan Cannon was still in here.
Welcome back as we take a look at how
There's your pitching matchup.
so far.
Very different story. 2 hits allowed, 4 walks, an inning and a third for Jonathan Cannon. Reese Olson has gone 4, allowed 2 hits, no walks, and 6 Ks. Andrew Vaughn to lead off the 5th.
Back to work.
It's a good thing this isn't just an absolute shootout.
It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Next
This
offering
would
misses.
definitely be. We'd probably still be in the 3rd inning if the White Sox offense was
as
worth
this
a damn
game
bit.
goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been
1
tough
and 2
for him to
on
make
Vaughn.
contact at times, and it just doesn't look like
Slider
they're seeing it
down
very
the
well as
line.
a
A good
group.
swing on that pitch.
Foul ball still, a 1 and 2
Foul
count.
away. Fastball
This one
popped
popped
up.
up. Foul
Potentially
count, first base
playable
side.
here for Tork up against the tarp. And he's got it.
The catch and foul ground.
Now, I don't know why we got an animation like we were up against the wall there. That was weird, but
And here is Lenin Sosa. Went down on strikes his first time through.
well, Lenin Sosa battled his first time up.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Slider fouled away. Another 2-strike count for Reese. And in the air, long run for Carpenter. He's there as he crashes into the wall.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming
Couple of
open
outs
instead of
in
staying
foul
closed.
territory.
If he does that, he's going to be able to
Here
go
in the
up the middle
5th.
the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Montgomery.
Sinker in for strike 1
and
as
that's
Reese
strike 1.
Olson continues to cruise. That's a called strike.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Slider got him. Oh, Reese Olson.
Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5.
What a difference 6 days makes, eh?
White Sox nothing.
Now, granted, the fall off from the Dodgers to is quite steep. Well, to my surprise, Jake Eater remains out here to face TORK. I mean, why not?
Well, these Tigers
Eater has had success in his 2+ innings of work.
To me, like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in.
I tried to sit back for it,
accomplished.
and we timed it well. TORK over the top of it. Are you?
And down on strikes he goes.
Oh my
That
God!
K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, TORK gets a bad end to his at bat there. That's a called strike? Commentary said he took a strike. That's really the first bad call we've seen at the dish today. And into left field, little blooper. Colt Keith on for the second time.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. That's a ball that a lot of times you see the
Surprisingly,
shortstop or
Jake
left
Eater
fielder
still
be
out
able to
here
get to it.
again.
It hangs up in the air long enough, but
He
right
sacked
there,
McKinstry.
it just died and found a way to drop in on the green
Strike
stuff.
one,
But
good
base
pitch.
hit.
McKinstry in the box now. No balls and a strike.
One. Could get Zach and RBIs last time up. Ooh.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Haven't seen the cutter down like that.
The pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the
This
zone.
is a
So
terrible
perhaps he'll
matchup,
come
by
back
the
to it.
way,
Still try to get that ground ball double
for
play.
McKinstry. Does not hit lefties well.
Fouls that
Foul
off
that
to
off.
the left, and we'll do it again.
Nasty pitches from Eater.
The 1-2.
2-2.
Ball is outside.
2-2.
Fouled
And they'll
off
do
by
it
Zach
again.
again. We have been a little bit of a
Pretty
menace
good against
today
the lefty.
against White Sox pitching. Fouled off a bunch of quality pitches. Right back up the middle. Perfect contact from McKinstry. And Colt Keith will pull into second base. That should be the end of Jake Eater's day.
Here's the catcher to hit, Jake Rogers.
Well, they are leaving him out here, aren't they? Jake Rogers.
That one catches the zone. That's
Might
strike
be
1.
able to reach out and get that. More than likely pop it up.
And ball 1. Way
Ooh,
out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
ripped it. Rather let it rip. I mean, his cutter and his changeup aren't that much different.
Next
Wow.
pitch just misses. And the count is
Should have been the
2-2.
second strikeout for Rogers. He got the benefit of a call in his first at-bat. Later drew a walk, and see what he does here.
2 on, 1 out.
And that one's into right center field. Jake Rogers has given one a ride.
And it's a
Up off the top of the wall. 2 runs are going to come home.
The run
And
scores
Jake
over.
Rogers
And it's an 8-run
making the
lead.
most of what he's been given here today.
Those are the ones where you've got to
Rips a double to the deepest part of the park. Off the yellow line on the hop out there. Good CJ hit for some power. And I was surprised that they stuck with Eater there for the last couple hitters. So
we'll be right back.
That's a big shock that they left him in. They do go to another left-hander, though, although a much more quality one. 5 games for Tyler Gilbert. 5 innings pitched has not allowed an earned run.
He's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his
So
stats,
Gilbert
obviously,
to face
regardless of the
Sweeney
score.
here.
Time asked for it to play.
I know
and he
we're
gets
up
it.
8-0. This is the spot, I think, to me, that we put in Andy Ibanez.
Andy Ibanez. He gets a chance
We're not
to
really
get a run.
losing a lot in Trey Sweeney's bat. We have a whole lot to gain here.
And
Oh,
a foul ball.
still not much in the cutter.
Rogers,
Different
the
pitcher,
runner at
same
second with
thing.
one away.
Cutter's right around that same range. Not much velo here either. A lot of fastballs.
Just
No.
missed.
Andy's contact, of course, against lefties, quite good. Has some pop, too. And that one, smashed to left field. That one is off the wall. Make it 9-0, pinch hitter. Andy Ibanez makes it 9-0.
One out, runner at second.
Now Javier Baez. Really his first bad game of the year here today. Nothing that can't be fixed with an RBI hit here, although that first swing. Oh, Christ. Here we go with Javi Baez tattoo.
Right on the back of his neck is the
Right field, base hit. We'll hold the runner still with only one away.
Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners
Got
with
Malloy
one
due
out.
up. Javi Baez, his first hit today.
And
here's
Justin
Malloy.
Henry Malloy.
I mean, every at-bat. Outside of the first debut of this game, popped one into foul territory. Malloy has just been outstanding.
Called
Strike
right
one.
there.
Good pitch from Gilbert. Rocket foul. Oh, yeah. Couple of cutters from Gilbert. Ground ball could be 2. Malloy is not quick. Double play.
So they
Can't
get
even
3
be all that
runs,
mad about it.
5
They still hit it hard, lead on the ground.
And 1 left on base. We're
Tigers
5.
tack on
Tigers
more.
9, and the White Sox nothing. Now into the game, Andy Ibanez.
So Andy Ibanez will
He's
play
in
short for
shortstop.
Trey Sweeney.
Matt Theis steps to the plate for the White
Big
Sox.
double.
1 for 1 with a
Extend
single so far.
this lead.
That's in there.
We don't need
And it's
anything
0-1.
else out of Reese Olson. However, getting through 6 would be huge.
For some pitchers, I think keeping the mindset to attack
Didn't get
instead
that
of
call
trying to
here
be
on the
too
number 9
fine
hitter,
and have
Matt
too much
Theis.
finesse.
I
Go
don't
after
think we
hitters
let
and get quick
Olson
outs.
face Robert again.
And that skips in the dirt.
I'll get some action up in the pen just in case this goes wrong. Some short-term action. Guys like Breesky and Herter. I would like to see what we have here in Kenta Maeda today. I don't think we're going to get a much better chance at that. Wow,
Just
3-1.
missed.
Good take by
A rare
Theis.
3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Change up
Pitches
in
there.
for strike
Now
2.
3-2.
Backdoor slider time. Got him looking. What a pitch. Strikeout number 8 for Reese
Josh
Olson.
Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Rojas.
Uh-oh.
Base
First
knock
hit
right
for the
field.
White Sox, I want to say, since the
And they
second.
have
Josh
their first hit
Rojas
since the 3rd inning.
since the 3rd inning.
Now batting.
So now
Reese
the DH
Olson was
spot,
that
Austin
dialed.
Slater. And that
Slider
drops in
into
for a
Austin
strike.
Slater. 1 for 2 today. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss there.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider.
Popped up. I don't know why this is Carpenter's ball, but he will get there.
Carpenter pulls it in on the run.
That's just a really nice catch.
Andy Ibanez was 20 feet away from that thing.
He'll give him a second to catch his breath.
This is a
before
big
he's
out
ready
to get
deal the
here.
next pitch.
Mike Talkman.
Talkman stands in now and watches strike one.
Her ball is fouled away. 0-2 on Talkman.
Rojas leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
And just missed for that thing.
And it's 1-2.
It's unfortunate. The backdoor slider's been money today. And missed for that too. 2-2. On the ground, Colt Keith. That is 6 shutout innings for Reese Olson. What a turnaround.
For the White Sox, and they're down 9-0.
9-0 Tigers.
Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Did you collect
We'll see
baseball
Carpenter
cards?
You know, when I
here.
was a kid, I used to put them
It's
in
Tyler
my
Gilbert.
back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a
Hard hit, bobbled at third base. The recovery throw is not in time, and Carpenter has his first hit today.
An uncharacteristic mistake from a really good defensive player.
Ruled a base hit as it should.
So a man at first.
And now here's Riley
Here's
Green.
the center fielder, Riley Green.
Into center, slicing on Robert, and it's down.
Robert hustles
First
it back
two
in,
reach
and it's
here
now
in the
first
sixth
and
against
second to
Gilbert.
start the inning.
It is yet another
Here is
opportunity
Spencer
for Torkelson.
A walk and a pair of
When the hits are
strikeouts.
flying.
Fouled off left side.
Nasty
Plenty
cutter down and in. They
offense
continue
this
to
one,
attack
Stingy. I
him
guess you'd say kind
with
of
some
what we
slower
expected,
stuff,
Well,
but some
this was a
deceptively
game
slower
looking
stuff.
at the pitching matchup where you expected offense to
1-1.
score and not as lopsided as this. But yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Tapped at the plate, but it's
I thought I waited out that cutter. 85. 1-2. And inside. Threw it again. 4 cutters from Tyler Gilbert. In a rough spot here in the 6th inning. Oh my goodness! Torque bomb! See ya! Tigers pour on more.
It's 12-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Matter of time. Second home run of the year for Torkelson.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep
Just
that
a
breaking ball
hanger.
down. That
And
time,
Torque went
he
down
got
to get it,
punished
too.
for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
His 5th hit on the season.
And he's ready to make the move. Tyler Gilbert
And yet
fills the
his
part,
second
and as he
home
heads for the
run.
dugout, we'll take a
Tyler
quick break.
Gilbert allows
New out on
earned
the
runs for the
mound when we
first
get
time
back.
this season as the White Sox continue to
young
look
arm
for
coming on
answers.
now out of the
Number
pen,
64.
And here is
64.
Shane Smith.
Well, they need someone to stop the
5
bleed
games,
and keep
7
the score right where
2/3
it
innings.
is.
And
Seems
he
like a
comes
tough
on to
task
face a
today with the way this
left-hander
lineup is swinging it.
who is 3 for 3 in Colt Keith.
Stepping in, Colt Keith. Fastball for a strike.
To be honest, we kind of deserve some of those. It's been lopsided in terms of good calls in our favor here today. 1-1 on Colt. Yet again, an 85-89 cutter.
0-1.
In the air to right, and this one could go even into the wind. Not quite.
Now batting, the right
Colt
fielder.
didn't hit that all that hard. Only left the bat at
Zane McKinstry up
91.
now for the Tigers.
Man, oh man. Zach McKinstry is 2 for 2 with a walk. Ground ball
first
foul.
offering is fouled off. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That misses the zone. 1-1. Activity in the bullpen. Justin Anderson up and throwing. Schuster warming up as well.
Wow, what a rocket from McKinstry. He's 3 for 3 on base for the 3rd time, and Zach's going to 3rd. Throw in, not in time. 1 out triple. Zach McKinstry.
Up now for the Tigers. A chance for more damage right
And here is Rogers. Oh, just missed it. Shane Smith is throwing cookies out here. Rogers fouls that one off. Might have been out in front there on that. A little bit, but not bad. Barrel that up. It's probably pulled foul. And a ground ball.
To third, Rojas.
White Sox surrender the run.
Out number 2.
Another RBI on the ground out for Jake Rogers to add to his solid day.
2 down, base is empty. And next to hit for Detroit, Andy Ibanez.
Well, Andy Ibanez got 1 at bat against the left-hander. But of course, we got to remember his last game where he faced the righty. Andy, wow, it wasn't his last game. That middle game in the series against Seattle, Andy had 3 hits off righties. The 14th hit for Detroit. Baez, chopper, right side, should be playable, and it is.
Nice play.
In the effort to get this game moving along, a lot of first pitch swings there, but then again, saw a lot of very hittable first pitch swings, clearly.
And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
So, Reese Olson just about out of gas, and I only warmed up these guys. So we're going to have to go with Breesky here.
New pitcher for the Tigers.
Not a very good start to the season for him. 4 games, 2 2/3.
Attacking these hitters.
Bo has allowed some home runs. And in fact, I want to say he allowed one yesterday to Robert. Good slider.
Miss as he was out front that time.
Change of adjustment. Great.
Right out of the hand.
Great take. Slider back to Breesky. He missed it. And Robert has a leadoff single.
Now batting. Left fielder,
Up by 13 runs, though, is the perfect time to see what guys have. I want to give an inning to Kenta Maeda, and then one of these 2 guys, Hanafi or Brebbia, probably to handle the 9th.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense.
Pretty good
Hopefully the pitcher
speed
can get a ball on the ground
for
and
Luis
they can
Robert.
roll him up for 2.
And in the air to left. Benintendi makes solid contact for the first time today. Carpenter runs it down. You know, you start the season against teams like the Dodgers and the Mariners who, you know, we're beatable, but we didn't get it done. And then you come into this series against the White Sox and, you know you should beat them. It feels good to just live up to the expectations here.
And a foul ball.
And you're going to chase that fastball 0-2.
The 0-2.
Yeah, that one's down the line. Carpenter trying to catch up to it, and he missed it. And the White Sox are going to get on the board with that.
And they hold him second.
Yeah, it's been a day for Chicago.
Man at second with one away.
It has been a day. 5-run second inning.
And that's in there at the knees.
White Sox walked home 2 runs in that inning. 4 walks that inning in total.
Close one doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
The zone has started to flip on us just a little bit.
Yeah, that's outside.
Oh, I mean, continues to struggle, though. Gotta say it. Chopped it foul, 2 strikes. And Lenine Sosa has just been a pain in the ass, really all day. In the air, right field.
McKinstry moving under.
Zach McKinstry is there, no threat of a tag-up. And, of course, Reese Olson lights out on the mound.
Now it's the shortstop. Colson
He might lead the Tigers in strikeouts after this game.
Put up more of a fight in this one.
That clips the zone.
Strike one in there on Colson Montgomery.
Being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good.
Sinker on the ground. Torkelson tags the bag, and an inning that we can certainly say really could have been worse for Bo Breesky. White Sox score their first run. A couple of hits there on Bo. Stretch time with a 12-run lead.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game zone.
The designated hitter.
There you see it.
Henry.
Inning and a third for Jonathan Cannon. He only allowed 2 hits. 4 walks, though. That was the problem. White Sox offense has just not put up much of a fight here today. Kind of a tough luck 1 for 4 for Jahan. Down the line, and that's going to continue. Oh, my goodness.
And one away in the bottom of the
Malloy continues to tattoo baseballs. He's not always going to get those results, but believe it or not, this is only the second time that Kerry Carpenter has faced a lefty today, or a righty, rather.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Way to lay off
Oh, same.
right there. You're looking
We
for
scored
something
8
you see
runs
well
in an
that you can
8-4
handle,
final
but you
score.
also
Was it
have to
8-5?
keep the discipline so
I
that
think it was
you're not
8-5
popping up
last
pitches
night.
that are just a little too high.
Today, I mean, the White Sox just haven't given us much of a choice. Probably shouldn't have gone after that one. Couple of fastballs from Shane Smith. The White Sox are just throwing anybody out there and just hoping that they can just eat innings.
1 down, base is empty.
2-1. We saw some guys with high ERAs. Saw some guys with no runs, no earned runs allowed on the season, and we've touched up everybody. Carpenter, right field, foul.
That's just foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note.
Only
Look for an off-speed pitch
92.
on this next one.
There on that heater. Could certainly see a cutter here, maybe even a slider. Cutter it was, Carpenter.
That's through for a base hit.
Base hit right field.
So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Kerry Carpenter's second hit.
Here's the center fielder, Riley Green.
Riley Green has been a bit quiet today. That's a really good
Clips the
cutter.
outside corner, and that's strike 1. The Tigers
We're ready for it. Can certainly try and pull it. Although pulling the ball in the air to right field today has just been a mess. This game could be so much worse. Colt Keith and Riley Green, I want to say, have almost hit balls out to right, but have just died in that wind. Ground ball could be 2. Back onto first, and it's a double play for Riley. They had him played right down the line. Wound up being smart. And I think we're going to see Kenta Maeda out there on the mound now for Detroit.
And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
White Sox,
All set for the
It is
start of the inning.
9-1-2
And now catcher
for the White Sox as we enter the 8th
Kenta
inning.
Maeda.
And the first appearance of the season, actually, that's a lie. I think we pitched him in the debacle against the Dodgers in the finale, in the middle of Ice Apocalypse. So the second inning of work this year for Maeda.
Maeda, 36 years old, and he was born in Japan. That one is the knees for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count.
This is
Both pitchers
one
were down
game
in
where I
zone.
think it's safe
you
to
set
say
your sights a
ump
little
wants to
bit
go
higher,
home.
because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Slider is just
Looking
perfect.
for the K. So the
We
bullpen
have
doing a nice job
backdoored
backing
the
up
White
the effort
Sox.
from their starter.
No matter
So
who is
pretty
on the
excellent
mound with
pitching
that
out of this
slider
staff
here
so
today.
far. I mean, they've come
Reese
in ready to
Olson
do their job and get out.
or now
They've been pretty
Kenta
tough to get
Maeda.
to in this one.
Sweeper
Rojas,
in
batting
for a
with one
strike.
down, takes a strike.
Well, that's really the
Top of the
money
White
spot
Sox
down and
order
away. If
for
can
what you would
locate
imagine
that
is the
consistently,
final
it's gonna be
time.
real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Tell you this,
That's in
Kenta
there for a
Maeda's
strike, and
locating
quickly 0-2.
quite well
He didn't
here.
like those first two pitches, now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Oh my God.
2 in a row.
Dude, this ump is on
Didn't
drugs.
agree with the call at the plate right there.
But Boog, in a game like this, that's just too close to take. It's a blowout game.
That's
Guys have been
multiple
out here for a
inches
while.
below the
Umpires
zone
saying,
there.
"Hey, let's go. Cut it loose. Swing the bat."
And next to hit for the Sox, Austin Slater, 1 for 3.
Holy shit. Austin Slater, 1 for 3.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Right back up the middle.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the
I
center
swear
field.
they've added
That
in
keeps
the,
inning going.
not only do they have the commentary, the no-hitter curse
The
now,
right fielder, number
that's
18.
been there for
And now the right fielder,
forever.
Mike Tauchman.
Now there's like an immaculate inning curse. As soon as I hear, hey, 7 straight strikes, he's got a chance at the immaculate inning. Right back to Maeda, and similar to Brisky, he can't field it either.
2 straight 2-out hits.
So Mike
Waste no
Tauchman
time
gets
there.
on
Well,
base,
elevate
and
that
now
one,
it
be sure
gets
he
a
hit
little
hard enough to
tricky.
get through the infield. There's not a whole
Luis
lot of
Robert.
time for the defenders to react and try to make a play
Down the
when
line
it's
and
ripped
foul.
like that.
Slapped foul. 2 on, 2 outs.
Splitter got him flying open.
0-2.
Slider didn't do
Foul ball
much.
Still 0-2.
Sat there,
That wasn't an easy
spun.
pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's
Got him
what
looking.
Goes down looking. This one pretty well
Kenta
decided at
Maeda
this point.
allows a
Home
hit,
of
but
inning number 8
overall,
straight ahead.
gotta be happy with what we
Tigers
just
are
saw
out
there out of
front.
Kenta.
It's 13-1.
So it'll either be Brennan Hannafy
Ready to go for the
Ready to
last
go.
half of the
Or
inning. Now at the plate,
John
Spencer
Brebbia.
Torkelson.
Both, I want to say, have not seen action. Supposedly, we have pitched with Brebbia. Brant Herter is still warming up, so we'll take him out. A couple of righties do up, so even strategically, it will make sense. Shane Smith back out. In the air to left again. Torkelson looking for his second of the day. Back and out of here. 2 torque bombs.
Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the
Third
game.
of the season, second of the game.
14-1.
Spencer Torkelson.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to
I'll
get
tell
it
you
out
this,
here, but it had
pick
just
the
enough
stick
behind it for the homer.
is gonna
What an
be
attempt at the
wild
ball, though.
today.
He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Baez has gotten on base at the very least for Evo.
Manager out of the
Carp
dugout
has a
now,
couple
and it
hits.
looks like we'll see a change on the mound.
Riley Green
Number
has done
64,
something,
done for the afternoon.
but
We'll be back in a
Spencer
minute with a new arm
Torkelson
on the mound.
2 home runs. Oh my God. Found an Astros Jose Valverde card.
Going with a new arm, Cam Boozer.
You know, I don't think I have a Papa Grande card.
He almost has to just put that out of his mind.
Cam Boozer.
Every outing matters for relievers and their
Very
numbers,
fitting
but
name
I think it's tough to
for
get
how
up
this
for
season
type
has
of
started here
appearance
in
the same
franchise
way
for the
you
White
would for winning
Sox.
a close game.
They are about to drop their 8th
And
straight
here is Colt Keith.
to start the season down 13. Colt Keith is 3 for 4.
And
Fouled it
first
off.
offering is fouled off.
That's the best fastball we've seen
Nobody
in a minute.
on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
1-1.
Next offering is outside.
So I have no idea who we're going to go to. I don't think I do. Papa Grande is a very interesting player for a Tiger fan. Yeah, the 1 year he was, what, 49 of 49, but every single one of those saves was fucking pulling teeth.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
They're probably worth about the same, at least in terms of what I paid for the beer mug and how much that card's worth. Just kidding. A baseball card, even when they're pretty valueless, might at least sell for 3.
And that's
Wow,
counted
what a sweep.
away.
2-2 on Keith. Good day for the batting average. And up high.
95.
We'll go full
missed
count
up
again.
top, and it's 3-2.
Might dip a little bit further into the bench if it makes sense. With McKinstry due up. Wow.
In there, got him
Nasty
looking,
cutter.
and that one split the plate.
The final line for Colt Keith, 3 for 5.
Zach
Unfortunate
McKinstry
backdoor,
up now
front
for the
door cutter there,
Tigers.
rather.
X-ray.
And let's see what we have on the bench, just to try and see if we can fit somebody into the game that we haven't yet. Right field, Ryan Kreidler.
Now A.J. Hinch making a move for a pinch hitter.
Ryan Kreidler, who, in a very limited sample size, albeit, is batting .250.
First offering is fouled off.
That's a pitch that gets ripped by everybody on this team, and that thing fluttered off the bat. 90-mile-an-hour cutter, left the bat at 79. Ryan Kreidler, left field! Oh my goodness, it's down! Kreidler off the bench into second base. Everybody's got a hit today.
Where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good
It's been that kind of day.
It jumps off your bat like that.
It started with golf.
At the very least, put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And here's the catcher.
Golf
Jake
and
Rogers.
Tigers franchise here today. About nothing has gone wrong. Ball
That's
1
outside. Ball
to
1.
Rogers.
1-0.
Ooh,
Swings
went after
through
a
that
cutter.
one. Double-barreled
One ball, one
action in the bullpen. Gus Barlin getting loose out there. Schuster also getting ready.
Found away
So
again.
a foul ball makes it 1-2.
It's been a solid day for
Kreidler
Jake.
leads off second with 1 gone in the inning.
1 for 3, but a walk that drove in a run. And a ground out drove in another. If I hit a dong with Ryan Kreidler, we're... Oh, man. It's party time. Down low and Jake. 3 straight cutters, followed by the fastball. Inside. Good
He's
take.
really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes.
They got
here.
Andy Ibanez up next. 1 for 1 on the day. In the air to left, and Jake Rogers joins the party. It gets worse for the White Sox.
It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 16-1. That's their third.
This
home run of the
might
game.
be, now granted, we have to face the White Sox plenty more times this year. I don't know if we're going to score more runs than this all season.
You knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Jake Rogers with his second home run of the year. Boozer going to be boozing. Look at the mustache on Boozer, by the way.
So 1 out, nobody on.
It doesn't get any easier, by the way. And never mind, I forgot Andy did have a second at bat. He is 2 for 2 today. Oh, I had to jump on that. Slightly behind it. 1-1.
That misses off the outside edge. Goes up empty. That's strike 2.
That's a real nice
A little bit behind that cutter, 91 miles an hour.
Pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty
Watch
effective.
out here, 1-2.
You can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Well, I just powered it a fastball. I wasn't ready for it.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen.
Unfortunate for Andy. And now it'll be Javier Baez. We've got 2 TORK home runs. We've got a Jake Rogers home run. Maybe it's time for Javi's first of the year. Nope. Sky high, shallow left. And we will head to the 9th inning. Up 15 runs on the Chicago White Sox. Third TORK bomb of the year, second of the game. And then Jake Rogers hooks one around the foul pole. And Ryan Kreidler, don't forget, almost went deep that inning.
He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter.
Number 32.
Andrew Benintendi steps up, 0 for 3.
So truth be told,
strikeout.
we could just keep Maeda in, but I want to see what Brennan Hanifee has.
A new arm into the
It'll be the
game,
first appearance of the season. Trying to close this thing out. 21 appearances in 2024. Sub-2 ERA. I'm not really sure. I guess the small sample size is what did it, because I don't feel like that stat line deserves a 65 overall.
And that's in for a
Sinker is just dotted. And maybe Hanifee is just going to be one of those relievers that, even though his overall is low, we just deal with. Swing and a miss.
And that's strike 2.
Try it again. Worked all day. Not on that time. Riley Green on the run, right center field. He's got it.
Makes the grab. 1 down.
Hard to blame Hanifee for that. That's just more on me.
And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Here's Andrew Vaughn. So a good matchup for Hanifee.
Still their only run of the game so far.
Andrew Vaughn, by the way, as he grounds out to first base, White Sox down to their final out, has 2 RBIs in this series.
Second baseman, Lenny.
As much as we meme Andrew Vaughn on this channel,
Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Vaughn has
0 for
had
3
success.
With 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And
Sinker will miss from Hanifee.
1-0.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Change up.
And that's in there
Wow.
for a strike, and now it's even.
Ump wants to go home. No doubt about that. 1-1. And a slider. You know who doesn't want to go home? Lenny Sosa.
So he gets on base and keeps it going.
A 2-out hit will extend this game.
Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it.
It's not a bad pitch from Hanifee.
Just go with the pitch.
It's Colson Montgomery.
Now, Colson Montgomery.
Just missed.
One's in there. Strike 1.
Oh, this ump is just comical. Hanifee does have good gas on that fastball, though. I'll give him that. And into center.
Lifted to left, and that
Riley
should do it.
Green underneath it. Tigers with a blowout win. Reese Olson on the mound. 6 phenomenal shutout innings. Really the first time you could say a starter was just lights out for us this year. Was outstanding. You know what was even better? The Tigers' bats. Reese Olson goes to 1-1. Jonathan Cannon to 0-2. And the Tigers win their first series of 2025 with Game 3 coming up against the White Sox tomorrow.